Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is in preparation for trading on December 10th, 2017. Just a quick disclaimer before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. Okay, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So in terms of our news here, we just had unemployment claims to Swiss National Bank Chairman Jordan and then RBA monetary policy statement. So not really much of an impact because the cash rate came out the other day, and as a result of that, we already had all of that was priced in already. So it wasn't a big surprise. And nothing had really changed from that. So tomorrow we don't have much. We have manufacturing production numbers for the British pound in the morning, and then it's a holiday in the US. So a very, very light in terms of the calendar. So let's go on to the charts and see what we have here. Okay, so we had a very bullish close for the euro. As a result of that, now we are back into the range and looking to go higher here into, sorry, 1.1693 area. So looking, this looks bullish at the moment, so we could get a move higher, especially if the price stays above this level here. We could see price move higher. So this is important. We had what was it, the news that came out in the morning, that's what pushed it up. And now as it has broken above this previous support and resistance level, and now we're looking, excuse me, looking quite bullish here. But here's where, if you take a look at our inefficient price move, so this is where price had dropped, and now we are back into where price had started from. So there are two things I would look at. One would be that level right here. If it stays below this, then I'm looking for price to drop below this. And if it does, then it could move lower. So we could see one of these, and price could come back first into this 1600 level and then into the bottom. Or the second scenario is that price is already broken above this support and resistance level right over here. So it does one of these and then does something like that. So both are the scenarios that are potential scenarios. So I would keep an open mind in terms of this, but overall we are looking quite bullish. Excuse me, big bullish close for the day, so looking for price to move up higher. Pound here. Actually, let's go to the other pound chart. So this is where we are in terms of pound. So we are going sideways here. We had a double top, now we had a double bottom. Morning star formation, we have gone up. Now we are looking towards back into this 31.75 level. So this has been range bound for the entire week. And at this rate, I'm looking for price to react again at this 31.75 level, which is our R1 level. And now if the price, and then we'll have to look for a break. So this is what I'm expecting. And then price comes down, I'm expecting one of these. So again, we'll have to be open-minded to this one as well and see how price reacts. Overall, I'm looking at this in terms of a range-bound move and looking for price to go into this 1.3175 area and then give us one of these and then turn around. If it comes into the bottom, I'm looking for price to bounce off of the bottom. So that's the scenario for pound dollar. So I am viewing it as a range-bound move for now. And then let's go on to our Aussie here. So Aussie, if you take a look at it, Aussie has been in this range right over here. So it hasn't really gone anywhere. So here we have price just completely in the middle of the range. There's really no clear setup, a very, very neutral move for the day. So again, a range bound here as well. So if the price goes into the high of 77.20, I'm looking for it to drop. If it goes into the bottom, I'm looking for it to bounce up of 76.35 level. So that's the move. Again, range bound, just like we looked at British pound. If you take a look at the 1 hour, as we can see, it hasn't really gone anywhere in a few days. So this is where we are, bouncing off, very, very range bound. New Zealand dollar here, we have had a bit of a bearish day. So we had a big push up and then price has dropped, and now it's sort of sitting at this support and resistance level. So with this one, if the price stays above 69.30, then we're looking for price to move up higher. In this case, so the target level will be 0.700 level here. So this, if it holds above 69.30, then it will be bullish. Looking at it from 1 hour perspective, this is where we are. So if it holds above, then we're looking for a further move to the upside. So this is where we are. Excuse me. So this is that was more bullish than Aussie. This dollar CAD is bearish. We have had a nice bearish candle close, and now we're looking for a further move to the downside. So dollar CAD, in terms of clear market direction, this is clearer here, and the target here would be potentially even into the 1.2600. Yeah, right into the support and resistance. That's what I'm looking at. So this is bearish. That doesn't look good. Okay, so this is Euro Swiss franc. We have had, as we had discussed, price went into the trend line there and then bounced off of the trend line. We have had a bearish close for this, and now based on the bearish candle close, we could see the price drop a bit here. The next target for this will be 1.1520 level. So the bias is to the downside. Pound yen here, pound yen, the bias is also to the downside, but we have come into support here. So if the price gets stuck there, it may bounce off and go back higher up. Because if you take a look at this has been bouncing around in this range as well. So this is kind of what pound has been doing, pound dollar has been doing, and this is what pound Swiss has been doing. So we went up, did a double top. Now we are into this double bottom. So price may bounce back into the range. But we did have a nice bearish candle close. So if price breaks below this 1.3020 level, then we are looking at this 1.2970 and then potentially into 1.2950 level. So overall bias is to the downside. Dollar Swiss franc here, very nice close, bearish candle close. So now I'm looking for a further move to the downside. And here we are looking at 98.80 level. This is the next level I'm looking at. Pound CAD, a very, very small move today. And it's still bearish, so looking for price to come lower into 1.6580 level here. So Canadian dollar is has that bearishness to it, or sorry, dollar CAD has the bearishness to it, so which means the Canadian dollar is strong, and if pound is not very strong, that pound CAD that has that opportunity to move lower. Pound yen. Pound yen, we did see a drop, then price pulled back. So the bias is still to the downside, excuse me, in this, but do keep in mind that we are running into support here at 148.50. Twice we haven't been able to break the support. That means if the price comes back into this level here, like this, we could see a bounce off of this level once again. So I'm looking for a retest of this level, 148.50, and then potentially a bounce off of that level. Second scenario would be that price will break through this level and then go to the next level. And in that case, we're looking at around here or this level. So that's our 147.80. So that will be the target. The first target is 148.50, then 147.80 level. Euro yen here. we haven't really seen a whole lot. This is starting to look like a tweezer bottom now. So price is just, it's got stuck here. So with this here, we could see price go all, so this one here is tweezer bottom. So this looks bullish. So price could go back into this 133.00 level. So I would be careful with this one here, because we had talked about yesterday how price could bounce off of this level, and it did, and now it looks bullish. Aussie yen. Aussie yen, very, very range bound. If price comes into the bottom here, 86.80 level, we're looking for a bounce to the upside. Goes into the top, 87.60 level, we're looking for price to move lower. So very much range bound. This is dollar yen. Dollar yen has been in this big range for a while, so now we are into the bottom of the range. So I am looking for a retest of this 113 level. So this is where what we were looking at yesterday. If it does break that level, the next level will be 112.50. So bias still remains to the downside here. So we could see one of these drops, and then if that happens, then we're looking for 112.50. Otherwise, the first scenario that I'm looking for would be that. So price comes and tests the 113 level and then bounces off of that, because as we can see, this is price has reacted at this level multiple times. All right, so that's all I have. Any questions or anything to add? All right, so we will call it a wrap. I will post the recording shortly, and I will see you guys for our webinar tomorrow morning. Have a good night.